Graham, story time, says Russell's Tea Party. When I was 12, my father was in a production of Music Man in Rock Island. He had a big riff down the middle. He's just a bang beat bell ringing, or had him memorized. I had it memorized before he could, and he still will not let me live that down. Nice. Oh, here's one. Actually, this is interesting. So they did the Matthew Broderick version of Music Man that was made for TV. Not good. I'm just going to put that out there. It was not good, mostly because Matthew Broderick is far too likable to play Professor Harold Hill, who's meant to be a scumbag. Right. Like a likable scumbag, but not just pure likable. Right. So there's a big chorus number called the Wells Fargo Wagon, where everyone is singing about, like, because they send away for an order for something, and then every month the Wells Fargo wagon comes by, and people are like, "Oh, it's the things that I ordered." And there's this basically thing going through all these people in the chorus singing about.
Van of the day.
Huh?
The UPS.
The UPS van of the day.
Amazon droid.
Yeah, singing about what it's bringing for them. So in the Matthew Broderick version, there's a guy who I recognized out of the chorus. I was like, I've seen that guy. Where have I seen him before? And this is maybe more relevant for Canadians. Perhaps engineering can find this. But there used to be a series of commercials for Canadian Tire. It was basically referred to as the Canadian Tire couple. It was just... Yeah, it was just a husband and wife.
For context, can we find this?
Yeah, that's what I was wondering. I was like, I don't know if they can find one of these commercials, but it's basically a husband and wife. The guy has a beard. He's sort of like a Norm Abrams looking guy, and he's and they're just forever finding useful things, ways to solve their household problems with products sold at Canadian Tire, which is a hardware chain up here, right? It's like a Home Depot. We also have Home Depot, but we have Canadian Tire.
They're the tools.
With a houseware section.
They're
That's
the tools equivalent of Tim Hortons.
The tools equivalent of Tim Hortons. Tim Hortons is like the Canadian Dunkin' Donuts. So you see how it all works together. Arclight Dynamo has just posted a picture of them in the chat. So
I don't remember that at all.
So the husband from the Canadian Tire couple commercials, which were ubiquitous in Canada at this time, with no beard, which is why I didn't recognize him right away, was in the chorus for the Matthew Broderick Music Man. And as they're all going through, and I don't know if whoever was in charge of the Music Man knew that this guy was basically known in Canada for being part of the Canadian Tire couple, but when everyone is going through, doing their one-lines about what they got from the Wells Fargo wagon, he gets to look directly at camera and say that he gets a crosscut saw. And I was like, that's where I know him from. Talking about hardware.
That's amazing.
It was so weird. There's also a wide shot where he just stares directly at where the whole chorus is looking at the wagon, and he's looking right at the camera.
Man.
Yeah, we gotta find a commercial here that I can see, because I don't remember these two at all.
You don't remember the Canadian Tire couple?
Not even a little bit.
They had some great Christmas commercials.
There we go.
Yeah.
Canadian Tire guy commercial circa 2003. I don't get any of these references.
It's hard enough to find the problem. Even harder finding the right tool to fix it. Until I discovered the Mastercraft Stubby Gear Wrench, available only at Canadian Tire. It's a stubby wrench with ratchet action. This nightmare bolt is the best way to explain the many talents of this wrench. A regular wrench can't reach the bolt, but the stubby gear wrench can go just about anywhere and only needs 5 degrees of sweep to move a fastener. Use it in tight and hard-to-reach places.
Nice.
But if things get even worse...
Wow, he's going real deep on this wrench.
Flex head gear wrench.
Flex head, you madman.
helps you get over even this obstacle.
Now, why would you use the original wrench if you had access to that one?
Without
Yeah.
scraping your knuckles, and get at these well-hidden nuts.
Are we not doing phrasing anymore?
And the flexible wrench are also only for $9.99.
Skip ad.
The reason, Jared,
Wow.
is it gives you an excuse to buy more tools.
So that
wrenches.
guy and an actor playing his wife played like this couple that were just for years, for like 2 or 3 years.
I super don't
We're just
remember
like, they were just like, what's this thing in the house? Well, let me tell you how I fixed it. This thing only from Canadian Tire.
Yeah.
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 Oh man.
that. Yeah. Not even a little bit.
Hang on.
Oh,
That one I remember.
Yeah.
Save like Scrooge. That I
Oh, yeah.
definitely remember.
Iconic Canadian advertising.
We do have some of
We
that.
did, yeah.
It's a part of our heritage.
We house it up. We all wanted a house it up.
Everyone did.
I think he means
Can we
this village.
find
No.
I'm trying to find the.
It's just
This place.
Oh, the Wells Fargo guy?
I'm trying to find the
Yeah.
Wells Fargo bit, but I can only find the one from the original.
Canada, over there. Yes, over there.
Well, that's a waste of my time. Anyway, this is really what I should be doing.
Yes, Graham. Bet those challenges.
D's well hidden nuts.
Yes.
Sorry, props for D's well hidden nuts.
Jared did not crash the bus. Andrew tripped over a cable and it disconnected the
We don't like to talk
controller.
about it.
I'm going to be really happy when we look at the Desert Bus poster 3 weeks from now and discover some well-hidden nuts.
Soul King who says it's impossible, Graham, I already looked. Well, fair enough.